Hello everyone, my name is Annecy Fable, and today I'm just going to be doing some sketching. Hooray! So I didn't really know what to do, so of course I did what any other artist does, and I took to Pinterest. So this is the first drawing reference I'm going to be using. Just the girl flowers, so pretty, so cute. Now for my Pinterest account, I do have a pose reference folder, but it doesn't creatively inspire me. So I go to my aesthetic photography folder, and then in here I have all these nice aesthetic pictures, and this is where I get my references from because they creatively inspire me. So for poses, for anything. So that's that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to our girl here, and I guess we can hurry up and get started. Hello everyone, it's voiceover Annie here, and it's actually been a super long time since I worked on any YouTube content. Even this video was filmed and edited weeks before I'm doing the voiceover, but that's okay. Today I'm drawing, or I guess not today, but anyway, I'm drawing my OC Esther. She is such a cutie. You will see her soon. She started off as a doodle and turned into something I absolutely love. So I put her a part of the same universe as my OC Elise and Loris, who you will know of if you watch my last video of them having a little smooch. But yeah, just working in these Fantasia colored pencils here. I'm not too sure how I feel about these ones. They're good actually, but I don't know, I just love my favorite castels, but I only have a little bit of them, and I really wanted to work in purple for this. I don't know why, because purple is not even really Esther's color. Maybe it's just because it's my favorite color, but yeah. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Esther. So, like I said, she is in the same universe as Elise and Loris. If you don't know much of them, please go and watch my previous video. Here is that drawing I did of her before. I really like her with the blue and pink. Not too sure how I feel about the orange, but look, isn't she so adorable? Anyway, she's in the same universe as Elise and Loris. You could figure out a little bit about them based off of my last video, just a little bit. I don't have a name for this story or universe yet. I'm just kind of going with it, letting it flow, very unorganized, and having fun. Anyway, she is a tavern girl like Elise, but she works at a different tavern. So when Elise escapes her tavern and begins her travels with Loris, she runs into Esther. Now, the owner of Elise's tavern is a man named Ragnar, and of course both Elise and Loris are wanted. So when they come into the tavern that Esther works in disguises, of course, honestly, you can just assume the disguises are like every very basic anime disguise, just a cloak that really doesn't do a good job at hiding who anyone actually is. So Elise is going to recognize them, or Esther is going to recognize Elise and tell her that she needs to get out of here. Ragnar has spies all over the place looking for them, people always listening and gathering information. I wanted to have Elise offer Esther to come with them, and Loris was going to be very against it just because they don't really have room or they're on their travels, and he's the only like skilled fighter. It's going to be hard to protect two people, but Esther decides to stay, because they do collect information from other tavern girls as well. And Esther is going to be a informant who provides false information, but not like blatantly false to the point where it's like that's clearly a lie. She's gonna give them like accurate leads, but like the most important detail is going to be wrong. So yeah, I love her. She is probably one of my favorite characters that I've ever designed. I was just having fun that day I drew her, and when I have fun with my drawings, it's just, I don't know, they just come out way better. So of course, because I loved her so much, and this little story has been what I've just been talking about recently on the channel, I guess, why not draw her? So yeah, that's a little bit of Esther backstory. That was a super long ramble, so thanks for bearing with me. But this drawing was supposed to be just like a little bit of a sketch. Whenever I say I'm just going to do a little sketching session or anything of that sort, I always end up accidentally doing a fully rendered picture. This was thankfully not the case, because I did just want to do some very casual sketching. Later on, I will add a little bit of ink with some colored pens, but you will see that it's overall a pretty chill drawing. No full coloring and like rendering or anything like that. It's vibrant enough that it makes the sketchbook look really fun to look at, but it's not a full picture, if you know what I mean. I feel like it's been so long. It definitely has been like a month since I did any YouTube content, so it's a bit weird trying to do a voiceover. I'm like, what do I say? What am I talking about? How do I do this thing again? Because if you make YouTube videos, I actually, little backstory on me, back when I was like 15, 16, I had a Minecraft Pocket Edition YouTube channel, which unfortunately is erased off of the face of the planet, and I really wish I didn't, because I would have loved to look back on those videos. But when I was younger, I was able to easier make videos and talk in them. But now that I'm older, it's like very awkward. I guess as we get older, we become aware of being perceived a lot more, and it alters the way that we go about doing things, even if they are something that we love doing. So I love filming and making content. Like I said, I had a YouTube channel back when I was a young teen, and I had so much fun with it. I do have a Twitch channel that I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with there, but I absolutely love streaming on there and met so many great people. So I don't know if I want to still do games or do art. Twitch is kind of strange, so she's been on hiatus for a while, but if you like Twitch and like watching on Twitch, my channel will be linked in the description. Now, I am sorry if I'm talking weird or if my voice sounds weird. The weather has been very interesting lately. Cold, rainy, or just beautifully sunny, and my nose is not really happy with all these fluctuations, but I'm so ready for spring and summer. And I don't usually say that because I'm like a winter person. I don't really like bugs too much, and I get hot very easily, so I like the winter, but I'm over at this point. Yeah, anyway, as you see, I could talk about the most like random things, and I hope you guys don't mind that kind of format. Let me know if you would rather me talk more about my process in the drawing, or if you like these like little random rambles. I think I could do anything. Like right now I'm using this colored pencil and I'm just adding shading. This is going to be the only colored pencil I use. I might use a slightly darker purple, I don't remember. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep this kind of chill but colorful enough that the sketchbook still looks fun. Ever since I started drawing in colored pencils, I have completely backed off from using just gray graphite, and I honestly love it so much. I didn't think that I would be a colored pencil girly. I thought I would be an alcohol marker girly, but no, I love colored pencils so much. And if you currently only use graphite, try some colored pencils. Even the cheapest ones can probably do you pretty well. They're really fun to sketch in. They make your sketchbook look really fun to look at. How many times am I gonna say that? But also, how's the video quality? In this video, I'm using a new lighting setup and I'm kind of loving it. Before, I was using these like wired lights that they were good. It's just the way that my house is set up, it's just kind of it's really hard to explain. I'm thinking one of my coming up videos is going to be a video on how I film, because I think there's so much young people out there who maybe don't have a lot of money, or people who have strange houses like me, and it's kind of hard to film. So my setup is really cheap. It's very beginner or no supplies having friendly. Obviously I have my camera, I have a few lights, and I have a tripod. That's probably the biggest one, is my tripod. But I've seen people on YouTube film on their phones with a stack of books. I would have filmed on my phone if I had phone storage space. I just don't. And some of these phone videos, the quality is way better than even some of my quality with a camera. So yeah, I'll get into the specifics of the things I use to film and edit when I make that video. Is that something that anyone will be interested in seeing? Let me know. I'm gonna do it anyway, but still, I do like gathering opinions. Now you see me going in with this yellow highlighter for these flowers here, and this is it. This is really gonna bring the whole picture together. I'm telling you, these highlighter flowers, just use highlighter in your sketchbook. Another video I want to film is maybe gonna be like a creative ways to fill your sketchbook, or just how to fill your sketchbook. Not an original idea. There's plenty of videos like that on the internet, but as someone who did not have a lot of art supplies growing up, I think it would be a cool video to make, because I'm just used to making when I have work. Now most of what I have is gifts from my friends, but when I was a kid, I used excuse me, I'm stuttering, jeez. I used the supplies I got from school, and my sister would go to like school for her. She had like a typing class, or like some class where you had to print a lot, and she would like take printer paper with permission, of course the teachers let her, and she would bring back stacks of printer paper home, and her, my brother, and me would just use that stuff to draw on. So yeah. Oh, I also want to I have this binder of a lot of drawings from back then that I will probably do a tour of. I might do that before I do a sketchbook tour of this. That would be cool, right? It's just not a sketchbook, so I'm like, how can I do that efficiently? But yeah, that point where I stuttered, I was thinking about cutting it out, but I'm like, honestly, I don't care. Whatever. It's a little funny. I don't know. What do you guys like? Do you guys like more like professional, super like crispy good videos to watch? Do you like videos that seem more like tutorials or process videos? Or do you like kind of like, how many times am I gonna say like? Or do you like the chatty sketching sessions where it seems like you're just sitting down and drawing with a friend and talking about absolutely whatever? I think I'm more for that second option, but there's nothing wrong with the first option. I watch all kinds of art videos. Just let me know what you like. I'm still gonna do whatever comes to mind. I just like to hear what other people are into. Anyway, we are moving on to writing with this jelly pen on this little brown thing. I absolutely love doing this and writing something that the character would say. It took me a hot minute to think of what Esther would say because she was literally just created the other day and I had no personality for her. But I like this quote. I think it is going to help me build personality for her. It says, "What would happen if I just stayed here? Everything will be alright, right?" And she's in this flower field just thinking like, what if I never went back to that tavern? Now these tavern girls, they like live in the taverns, so that's why she's like, everything will be alright, right? Like, what if she just turned into like a rogue? Is that the word? Like a rogue woman and never went back? But yeah, that's it. I rambled so much, but it feels good to be doing this again, and I hope you guys love this picture as much as I do. Look at the way the sun is pulling through for me right now, getting my thumbnail picture ready right here. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video.